Blake Griffin on the show from Amazon, studio analyst. Now it's like an official title.
FanDuel partner.
We have to address, I know,
Griffin.
FanDuel
That's
partner.
right.
We're like colleagues.
Welcome
kinda.
to the squad.
First of all, how are you doing? Let's start there.
I'm good. I'm good. Excited for this NBA season to start, man. It feels like it's been a while without basketball.
God, it feels like it's been forever
Dude,
without
we
basketball.
are so back.
But there's the good news. That forever gave Luka the chance to go out there and get his ripped on, which is fantastic. Chandler's got him at possibly MVP this season, if not for sure. Is he going scorched earth? Like, is this still revenge tour is going to go on forever?
I hope so. I mean, honestly, with the opportunity right now to start the season with LeBron out, I think it sort of sets that up, right? If he can get them off on the right start and win games and be healthy all season, coming into training camp in shape is the first of many things that he had to check off the list, and doing that was great. So, you know, I want to see him through the second half of the season and also the second half of games continue to be great. Last year, the Lakers were great in the first half, and it was a tale of two halves. The second half, they dropped off tremendously. Efficiency, shooting percentage, all that. So I think them all coming into shape, sort of having a game plan, keeping the continuity of the team throughout the season should be great. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play this season.
BG, I know how you felt when you got moved from the Clippers to the Pistons, and me and Michelle, we talked about yesterday. Is he still holding on to that? Is there still, you know, animosity towards Dallas? And I said yes, but maybe I'm just petty.
But Lou says no, but Lou's chill.
If the Clippers traded you when you were 25 going into your prime, you know, I mean, in that situation, would you be holding that on for the rest of your career? Would that still, or would you just kind of try and let that go?
Yeah, I think it lessens. Like, over time, like, you don't. I didn't really feel any like animosity, especially not towards any of the players. Like, you definitely sort of feel it to people that made the actual decision. But I mean, the wound, you know, heals, and that sting feels less and less. So I can't imagine. He also went from Dallas, which is a great city, to LA, which is a great city a lot of people want to play in. So his situation's not that bad. He's on a great franchise. So I would expect him to just be back to business this season.
I don't know, Blake. I don't remember you speaking to me when you came back to LA that first time. I don't think you showed a lot of love that first time you came.
What?
Came back to LA or in Detroit?
No, when you came back to LA to play. I don't remember you being.
Well, that was also different, though. He got shipped to Detroit, which no shade. That's not Dallas or LA.
No, hell no, it's
it was towards the end of the career. You know what I mean? So that was a little bit of a.
Detroit's got a lot of good restaurants.
Dude, I heard it's beautiful this time of year.
LA of Michigan, for sure.
Detroit's having a good sports moment. Shut up, you guys. We're not going to shade Detroit, not today. By the way, I have always wanted to ask this, because as just a talking head, I feel like sometimes we ask questions that you guys probably roll your eyes at, but, you know, there's going to be discussions now. Ooh, is it Luka's team now? Is it not LeBron's team anymore? As a player, do y'all even care? Like, is that even a thing to you? Whose team it is?
No, I mean, I think you hear that every single time. I heard that early in my days in the Clippers. I would always hear that about Boston, and I got to Boston, and you're like, oh, this isn't a thing. JT and JB are both phenomenal players. They both get along. They both like each other. They're just different personalities, and I think when guys are different personalities, like, people always want to find something to talk about. So I really don't think guys care whose team it is from an outside perspective. Now, you know, guys want to be the guy that at the end of the game their number's called. They get that final shot, and sometimes I think that can create animosity. But for the most part, I don't think guys really care that much about whose team per se it is, especially from the media. Like, that doesn't really matter that much at all.
Yeah, I figured it was something that.
Just think if the Lakers, the number 2 guys, and yes, it's LeBron James, but he's 40 years old, so it's not.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's if it's anybody's, it's probably Luka's this year, especially signing the extension, the big trade for him, but. Again, this is different dynamic with LeBron James in that locker room.
And with the 1 and 2, it's not really a difference. Like, you start feeling the difference when you're the 4th, 5th, you know, guy down the bench. 1 and 2, it's pretty much similar.
That's it. That is it. We just got finished talking a little bit of Rockets, so I'm wondering, with the absence now of Fred VanVleet, how much has that changed your mind about who they are as a team and what they can accomplish, if any?
I still think they're going to be great. I mean, Ime, I'm a big believer in Ime. I think defensively, he's probably one of the best coaches. Him and Ty Lue defensively. You know, game plan, making changes in game. I love their young core. I think they got some great young players. My question is, like, does Reed Shepherd show up this season? Does he sort of take on some of that ball handling responsibility? I don't think you're going to see a true point guard. You can play through Sengun, Amin Thompson. is capable of bringing the ball up the court. But I don't know if we're going to just see like a pure assisting point guard from Houston. So I still think they're going to have a great season. I'm sick that Fred's hurt just because he is exactly what they need. But you never know. I think they like Reed Shepherd, and I think he can step up and take a little bit of that off the team's shoulders. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think the only concern there is like the whole Phoenix situation where you're now moving players out of their natural position. You try and put Devin Booker as one elite 2 guard, make him a point guard. I just don't know if that's just what they're starting off as their starting lineup, especially when they have a Reed Shepherd at point. It'll be interesting to see. But when the Phoenix Suns didn't have a Sengun that can also just get the ball and start the break and start their offense. So I think that's a luxury that they have that Phoenix did not.
I believe that 23 minutes into the show on opening day of the NBA season to finally get to Wemby is unacceptable, but here we are, and so now we will. Obviously, you didn't see him the second half of last season with the blood clot, but we've seen a lot of him in the offseason, what he's been up to, and it seems like he's gotten taller and perhaps a lot more strong. Let's talk about a moment here. I believe this is the scrimmage, and Luke Cornett is on the receiving end. What do we think? What are we expecting from this version of Wemby?
I love it.
Shaq.
I do too. I love it. You know what? Like we see he's 7'5", maybe 7'6" now, whatever. My favorite part of every offseason is, during the preseason, it's like so-and-so put on 12 pounds of muscle this summer. It's like, he looks the same. He looks the same. But I will say this. We know how good Wemby is, skill-wise, height, all that. The thing I think I'm most impressed with is just his where he is mentally. Like the guy goes to train with monks. He's working with Hakeem. He's working with KG.
He cut his hair off.
At 21, yeah, he cut his hair. He shaved his head. At 21, like most guys are soaking this moment up. They're doing everything they can. I was, but his mindset is different. So I just love that he's so locked in. I'm also excited for Fox Wemby pick and rolls. We didn't really get to see them that much last season. From what I hear, Dylan Harper's is high. Like the Spurs are high on him. So I think the Wemby Fox pick and roll, their dynamic will accentuate this roster. So I'm excited to see them just in action. They look good so far.
It is great. You always talk about Wemby's like height and his length, but we're talking this dude like turns his phone off by like 9 p.m.
Dude,
apparently.
he went to Washington Square Park in the rain to play chess with strangers.
Like, come on.
Like,
and I don't think it's gimmicky either. I don't think it's like it's real. Like this dude is different.
Boogie, I know you're excited about it. I know you're excited about Wemby.
He's the guy we all supposed to
Playing
be.
chess in the rain. Yeah,
He's so responsible.
I'm gonna add that to my routine.
The loser doesn't even drink. You know what? I'm at him. I'm off him.
I think it's awesome. What are you excited about Wemby?
I agree with Blake. The mindset is incredible, especially at such a young age. But you can tell this kid is focused. He's really focused. He has a goal in mind, and I think that goal is greatness. And you got to really appreciate that, especially coming from such a young player. So I agree with Blake 100%. It's the mindset that really stands out.
That's what I said. I wanted to watch him play and really start to manifest his career. And now this summer, I'm all in on the Wemby Estates. Like I'm in.
Yeah, Michelle, we're on board.
I really look forward to seeing what he can do and leading his team. And he got a lot of great young pieces around him. San Antonio gonna be scary.
Guys, can I get a race for Sace chant going?
Probably not.
Okay,
we're probably not gonna do all that. But you know that feeling?
Thanks for having me, guys.
Losing service. We're losing. Like the whole feeling when like Joel Embiid goes down or Zion's hurt. Like I've never hoped for someone to stay healthy more than Wemby. Like it's crazy.
I know, I get it.
Not that I wish ill will against anyone else, but I would be heartbroken. Like I don't even want to think that because he is on the path of just absolute stardom, and he is something we've never seen before.
No, it was bummed last year. Kind of got ripped off a little bit. I think everybody did. We talked a little Jonathan Kuminga yesterday, Blake, because it just that has been such a roller coaster, and probably people assumed he wouldn't be there at this point. He is there. Got a little extension. No idea what to expect. What do you make of all of the drama that goes on, and where do you think he ends up ultimately?
I don't know. I will say I'd love to see him sort of have a little bit longer leash, especially to start the season. Like, playing 30-plus minutes, having a longer leash offensively, seeing that ball go in the basket can do a lot for a relationship between a player and a coach. He's one of those guys. You see him do stuff on the floor, you're like, geez, it's like, that shouldn't be possible. His athleticism is off the charts. I think he's been in this organization long enough to sort of figure out exactly how to play. So I just like to see him get the opportunity because he's incredibly talented. And I think this Golden State team needs him. They need youth. They need somebody like that. So I don't know. Whatever happens, I just want to see him get the chance.
Yeah, Blake makes a great point. Like, they got to give him some leeway to be the player that they think that he is, especially with these guys getting so up in age. You're going to need those youthful guys to come in and give you that punch, and he's going to be the guy that's going to provide them for that. But, again, you gotta allot the minutes for him. You got to go find 30 to 32 minutes a night for him to go out there and be successful and give them an opportunity to win games. And extend minutes for the older guys to get through the season.
See, what was a little mind-boggling to me is when he did get that, opportunity in the minutes, he played really well last year. So he was a guy that was averaging over 15-plus points a game and then goes to DMP coach's decision. So, BG, when you see that, is that more like a fit? Is that more like a relationship thing? Is that more like Jimmy Butler comes and that kind of altered his trajectory a little bit? Like, is it a combination of everything?
I don't know, to be honest. I think when a coach has a guy from his rookie year, maybe I can think of an example, but sometimes coaches sort of have to get that. Like, oh, he's not what he was when he was a rookie. Like, they have to get that out of their mind. They have to realize that he's a different player now, give him more responsibility, give him a little bit more leeway. We've seen it probably on every team we played on. The coach just has it out for one guy sometimes. And you're just like, man, that sucks. Like, no matter what he does, it's like, I remember one season for Darren Collison, man, it felt like everything he did, it was like, DC, what's wrong with you, man? Like, just constantly. And it was like a running joke with the team. You know what I mean? He was just like he was the guy that had to take all the blame. So I'm not saying that's the situation over there in Golden State, but I don't know. When I see Kuminga play, like, I don't see a reason to play him less and less. I see him a reason to find a way to play him more and more. And that might be matchup dependent, but I think he's very valuable. Like Lou said, he's super valuable, especially for some of their older guys. Like, allow them a little bit more rest, allow Kuminga to get more reps.
And we're looking at a roster that's extremely old. So it's like,
They need him.
this guy is next up. Like,
absolutely
him, Pods, Moody maybe, but Kuminga is that guy next.
I feel like every season we're like, this is the year Kuminga really gets to just let his wings
Yeah, he'll be a
go.
bull. He'll be a bull by All-Star Weekend.
My worry with that situation is, though, if you're one of the other younger guys and you're looking at that situation, like, how do you take that in?
Like, if you're a Pod or
If
something,
you're a Pod
like,
and you're next
Trace
up
Jackson
when your
Davis.
contract year is
This
coming
dude's
up,
doing
like, how do
everything.
you try to do everything right, but you got this coach that may not necessarily.
Well, what Blake just said. Different strokes for different folks
That's
now.
true.
The
That's
Pods
true.
might
Pods
be
is
might be a favorite.
Yeah,
You might
Pods
be,
has a little bit of
that's absolutely
a
right.
runway.
The
Absolutely
leash
right.
the leash.
Wonder why.
Wonder why.
All right, guys, I'll see you later.
Stupid. Giannis. Let's talk a little bit of Giannis. Obviously he's going to be in Milwaukee this season. Shams reporting, and also didn't we say 2 years ago he's going to be a Knick at some point? But here we are. There's possibly interest there. Now I'm asking you this hypothetically: if you're in the office there in New York, what kind of a trade package realistically could you even put together for a guy like Giannis?
Man.
Everyone not
Outside of-
named
yeah.
Jalen Brunson.
Everybody but Brunson.
All of it.
Realistically, yeah, everybody but JV. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what the Knicks sort of need. I'm actually very interested to see what the Knicks look like this year. Are they going to play faster? Is the ball going to be spread around a little bit? Not that JB's not capable of doing it, but I don't know. I feel like we always hear this Giannis to the Knicks, and then I think he went and vacationed there right after the season. By the way, who picks New York City?
He was just stirring the
In the
pot.
summer where it's hot and humid.
Yeah.
I gotta blow off some steam. Let me go to Times Square.
That's actually a fair point. Yeah, I thought that was a good troll. We'll stick with the Knicks for a second. Mike Brown's there now, and Kat was asked recently about his potential role, and his answer was, honestly, I don't know.
You're curious about their offense. So is their second best player.
How is that a thing that happens out loud, Blake? How does he not know?
I don't know.
It's a wild thing to say, dude.
It is
Yeah,
wild.
we usually don't see Cat being dramatic, but here we are. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's obviously clearly not a very good sign. Hoping it's just like their offense just hasn't clicked yet, or maybe he was just frustrated that day, whatever it is. But I mean, for a guy that's that good, like he'll figure it out. Like that, the ball's gonna find Cat. You know, like he's gonna be fine. So maybe it's just a little bit of frustration right now. I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
wouldn't an answer have been like saying?
To me, it's one of two things. It's either he hates the role that this new coach, has given him because he's been there all summer. He's had all training camp with him. So for him to say I don't know means he's not stoked with it because he knows what it is.
Sure.
It just simply to me means he's not rolling with whatever the role of the offense that the new coach is putting in. Because you don't just say that the day before the season starts. You not expect a reaction like this is crazy.
Might be some truth to the rumors.
Yeah.
Cat to Milwaukee.
Yeah, it might be some truth to
It's
it.
just gonna be a flat.
Right, we keep talking about Giannis. Remember, it's guys on the other side of all this talk. So honestly, I don't know.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, swap.
You think all these Knicks players like enough? I get it. You guys want Giannis to do it already.
Oh, I kind of
if he doesn't like his role in New York, he's gonna hate his role in Milwaukee.
No one's going there after the season for vacation.
Okay, you don't have to shade every NBA.
Detroit, check.
Good Lord, we're 2 days in.
Can I get a Memphis?
No, we're not there yet. I know that you left a nice message for Chris Paul, telling him what a pleasure it's been to play and watch him during his 20-year career. As far as Clippers go, is he number one?
Clippers players, yeah. I mean, him coming back and sort of ending his career there is huge. I'd love to hear Boogie's thoughts too.
Yeah, Boogie, where do you rank Chris Paul on point guards?
Hey, man, Blake, I'd rather hear from a guy that was his team, man.
That's really well done.
Take the floor, brother. Take the floor.
He's the pro. Yeah, I mean, listen, CP brought, like, when he came to the Clippers, he brought the professionalism. He brought, like, actual playoff aspirations. I mean, our first year, I mean, we struggled to win 35 games, and then CP comes, and we get a whole slew of other vets, and that's when that franchise sort of took off. And the cool thing is, the thing that we talk about now is like, the franchise is still in a pretty good place. Like it was in a rough place before we all got there, and they've still put together some good seasons, some unfortunate luck here and there, but. I think, in all-time Clippers, CP's got to be up there. He's got to be one.
What about point guards? Where do we? Just
all time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a little production meeting earlier where things got a little bit out of control on this topic.
All time, he got to be top 5 all time.
All right, Blake, it was nice speaking with you today.
Top 5.
I don't know. I got to be honest. I haven't really put.
Do your research.
We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you in like a month.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
All right, BG, before I let you go, I want to go back to January of 2018. CP3 and James Harden with the Rockets. And there was that whole story how they came into the locker room after the game at the Staples Center. We got to know what happened.
They got to the doorway.
Forgot about that.
Like, was it actually like a dust-up? Was it just work? Like, what happened?
They got to the doorway.
Yeah, they got the hallway doorway.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there. Yeah.
Wow,
Why are we asking him?
Rude.
It's his interview.
I got kicked out of the game, so I was back in the locker room, and then I would have to ask Lou. I guess AR got into it with Trevor.
it was an AR and CP3 conversation, and I just remember CP yelling in the hallway, "I know that ain't little AR in there talking. I know that ain't little AR in there talking." But it was a bunch of guys screaming about nothing. Nothing really happened.
Oh,
It always is.
we wanted something juicy.
By the way, Blake, is Friday the big debut?
Friday's a big debut. We got
feel
Knicks,
good?
Celtics. Yeah, I feel good. Been doing some rehearsals and studying.
I picked
Unique
out an
New York.
outfit. I want to make
Unique
sure
New
we're like, unique. Shut up. Don't ask Chandler for any tips at all whatsoever. Looking forward to it, and welcome to the FanDuel.
Yes, sir. Do your thing, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, BG.
Talk soon. We'll take a quick break. We'll preview some
you
action.
guys.
The late game tonight.
Can we get a race for Sace before
Run it back, run it up, run it back, run it back.